Okay, here we go. Been a month since I've flown. Good wing. Squeeze and drop. There's how you lift off, boys and girls. Yes, sirree, Bob. That was a takeoff now. Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm back in the saddle again. Yeah! Man, that felt good. Oh my gosh. A little bit of rotor over this tree. We're going to move around that guy. Oh my gosh, that felt good. I won't lie to you, it's been a month. I've had some paramotor troubles. My battery quit again. And I was just a little bit nervous about taking off because it's been a long time. I didn't know if I remembered how to do it. Didn't know if I remembered how to put everything back together. Yeah. But that was a nice takeoff. Wing came up just a little off, nothing terrible, and I fixed it before I took off, and I went straight. That's the difference between having a little short runway that's bumpy and having this 1,000-foot monster that's all smooth as silk. That's awesome, man. So it is 7:20 in the evening. I'm good to go till 8:46 tonight with the strobe, which is amazing. I'm only 394 feet above the ground right now, but it feels good. It feels real good. Man, it's been a while. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the giddiness on this one. I may giggle all the way through this flight. In case you wondered, I'm back at the little ultralight runway. Well, it's not even an ultralight, it's an actual runway, a private field the guy's got here. He has a Sonics airplane. I'm not real familiar with that, but it looks like it's fast. It's like a 150-mile-an-hour airplane. And this is his runway, and he said I can use it whenever I want, and that is awesome. There is actually a municipal airport nearby, so I got to kind of keep an eye out for airplanes. I don't think they'll be flying at my altitude here, but you got to keep your eyes peeled. Look at that perfect square of trees. That's weird. That seems like a wasted space for an airfield. Somebody needs to cut all those trees down and plant some grass. Heck yeah. Oh man, she's running good. It's flying straight. I'm not having to crank on things. The weather is finally smooth. Good grief, it's been windy. This has been the windiest spring I've ever seen in my life. I'm freaking sick of the wind, the rain, the cold. Like I said, did I mention it's 74 degrees right now? Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Yep, if I had stupid amounts of money, I'd buy like 40 acres and pay somebody to mow it. But I do not have stupid amounts of money. I just got some stupid, I guess. Oh, she's a purring like a kitten. 3,300 RPM there. Let's see what we're cruising at. We're cruising at about 3,000 RPMs cruise. Look at all these LZs, all these landing spots. I can I can land anywhere here. How fast are we going? Doing 40 miles an hour right now. I'm going with the wind. This old overloaded swing with my big butt in here, she does move right along. Boots and scoots. Well, if you've never paramotored, you don't know my feeling right now. And if you've never paramotored and missed a month of flying because of stupid things, you really don't know what I'm going through. This is a happy face I got right now, fellas. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Why doesn't everybody want to do this? I don't know. Why don't they? It's kind of funny, I lost my runway for a minute. I found it. It's right over my shoulder. Anybody that knows me knows that I am lost all the time when I'm on the ground. I'm freaking dangerous in the air. Yeah, now we're doing less than 25 miles an hour into the wind, but hey, we're cutting it, man. It's going right through. No problemo, senor. Doing 350 in the air. I'm not doing 350 miles an hour. I'm 350 feet in the air, doing 24 miles an hour. It's holding at 74 degrees. I mean, this is perfect weather. This is just amazing. 74 degrees. That is awesome. That's my first little bump I've had in a long time. I mean, the air is butter smooth. It is totally laminar. Except right here, coming over the runway. That's a heck of a deal. Doing 26 right now. There's the runway. Well, yeah, back to the story about my last little fly-in I did. Went to a little fly-in in Missouri. It was awesome. Farmington, Missouri. Met a lot of really great people. Super, super nice people. The host was wonderful. The people that were there were great. It was a really good time. The only problem we had, the first day wasn't very good flying. The next morning was kind of iffy. That evening was pretty good. So the morning, whoa, there we got some bumps. So that morning, my paramotor wouldn't start. I thought I flooded it. That's what everybody else thought. Got it back. We cranked the propeller a few times and hit the key and it fired right up. So we thought I must have had some gas on top of the cylinder. Hey, that stuff happens. So I was a little bummed, but everybody said the weather was really bumpy. And you see how I am right now in this little dab of wind. I'm not liking it too much. We're going to go up a little bit. So that evening, I hit the button and she started right up. It was perfect. It's like, well, that's just great. Drove to the end of the runway, set my wing up, hit the button, and it wouldn't start again. So I thought, well, I bet I flooded it again. So I took the spark plug out this time. The spark plug was dry as a bone. Well, so it was not spark plug, or it was not the cylinder plugged up. So I cranked it over by hand a bunch of times. I had a guy who tried to hand prop it, which scares me to death. Super nice guy, but I was scared to death I was going to kill somebody. and it would not start. Took the battery to Interstate, which was only a year old. They checked it and said everything looked good. Well, it was not good because they sold me another battery, $100, and had a little bit more cranking power. I thought I had the biggest one before, but I did not. And yeah, this one cranks it right over right now. I hope it stays that way. Who knows? I bought this machine because I thought the motor would run forever and be real reliable. So far, that has been true. This engine has been perfect. The problem has been everything else. It's got a weird front end. It's got some odd balance that I haven't figured out yet. I'm getting there. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just me. I got to learn this thing. And had battery issues twice now. Very first battery, they had a real lightweight lithium battery, and it just wasn't big enough to crank it. The second battery I put in probably was okay, but just barely. This one should be okay, I hope. This is a 672cc two-cylinder, high compression, runs on 100 lead avgas, so it cranks over pretty hard. Now I'm at 572 feet and it's smoothed right out. Yeah, down about 200 feet it's rougher at the cob. Well, it's just a little bumpy. Like I say, I'm a big baby. What a day, man. Look at that. Look at that. I'm flying. How crazy is that? Just felt a raindrop. That's what I need. Boy, it does look kind of rainy. We're sinking. That was fun.